On one of my videos the other day, you might have seen me talking to a guy named Scott. He's from Australia and he's got a really interesting story about how he ended up here in Bali. And I wanted to show you what his life is like here, including this fantastic house that he lives in, right here in Sanur. And maybe you can get some inspiration from this too. So let's see if I can find him here. I'm at his house. He's invited me very kindly to come over to his house and have a bit of a look around and maybe just pick his brain a little bit about how he lives life here in Bali as a 52-year-old. Hey, how you going? So thanks for inviting me over and thanks for being on the channel.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. That's good. Good to see you.
Yeah.
See you again.
So Scott's got a really interesting story, and today I want to just sort of talk about how his journey sort of evolved here and maybe show you around the house a little bit. That'll be all right, won't it?
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
So how did you end up in Indonesia?
Work.
Yeah,
astonishingly, about 23 years ago, working for a engineering company out of South Australia.
Yeah.
So they were sending me over here and then changed company, and then that new company seconded me, and I finally moved here 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And then from that, 8 years in Jakarta and moved to Bali 10 years ago.
Yeah. So you only, like, that wasn't in your sort of grand plan to come to Indonesia. You ended up in Jakarta because of work. And what sort of work were you doing? Like what, did you have some sort of background or?
Yeah, fitter and turner background.
So you're fitter and turner,
yeah. So I came over to run the workshops in a paper converting factory.
Yeah.
And from there, I finally got into what I do now, which is oil and gas.
So, right. So tell us a bit about this oil and gas. That's sort of how you sustain yourself here in Bali, isn't it?
It is. I work what they call in Australia the FIFO.
Yeah.
So it's fly in, fly out.
Yeah. How many times a year?
It's 5 weeks on, 5 weeks off.
Yeah.
So you're effectively working 6 months.
Yeah.
And you get your 6 months off.
Right. So you work half the time, you play half the time.
Yes. Ride motorbikes.
So yeah, I guess the Harley sign in the background there, I'll show you that. Scott is a mad Harley fan. So all you motorcyclists will love his story because there's a bit more to this than meets the eye as well. So you end up in Jakarta, but now you're in Bali. So how did you end up moving to Bali from Jakarta? So how long did you spend in Jakarta first of all?
Okay, Jakarta was a full-time workshop job position. So I was there full-time. It was a 6-day-a-week job.
Yep.
So you only got 1 day off.
Wow.
And as we know, Jakarta is very, very busy.
Yep.
So then my wife, who's Indonesian, she got a job opportunity here in Bali.
Yeah.
So by that time I was doing fly in, fly out.
Yeah.
So I said, all I need is an international airport.
Yep.
So that's how we made the transition to Bali.
So for you, it didn't really matter if you were in Jakarta or Bali, but because your wife wanted to move here for work,
yes,
you thought, oh, we'll just go to Bali.
Yeah.
And how is that sort of on-off arrangement working for you from like quality of life sort of point of view?
Second to none.
Really?
I could not go back to a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
You know, and as you get older, you want more time, you want to do some travel and things like that. So getting that block of 4 to 5 weeks off, it feels like you're on holiday.
So you're on holiday every 5 weeks?
Yeah, I work hard when I'm at work.
Yeah. So you work hard when you're at work?
It's 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. No, that 5 weeks on is a complete 5 weeks on.
Yeah.
And then when you come back here, to start with, it feels like a holiday, but then you soon grow out of that.
Yeah.
Because you're living here.
Yeah.
You've got to go shopping, you've got to go to doctors, dentists, normal stuff, kids in school.
Get the house fixed.
The houses here do fall apart very quickly if you don't do maintenance on them.
We're going to actually get into that because, as Scott said, because the weather is quite extreme here and the building standards are different, you always need to do work, otherwise you'll end up with a collapsed roof or a broken floor or something.
Yeah, and one thing, because we're leasing this place, and if you don't keep on top of it, or the owner doesn't keep on top of it, things can deteriorate very quickly.
Are you paying for the maintenance yourself, or is the owner?
The owner pays for some, we pay for some.
Yeah. So if you want something done that they don't want to do, you just pay for it.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal here as well.
It is
isn't it?
normal, yeah. And things like servicing AC, air conditioning. This was an unfurnished house.
Yep.
So all the possessions
Yep.
are ours.
Yep.
So we have to keep the maintenance up on getting fridges serviced.
Yep.
You know, it's humid conditions.
Yeah.
So
It's tough on the electrics.
tough on the
Yeah,
electrics. Yeah. People need to understand that.
So this is your little bar area.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to blur out some of your stickers there because I don't think YouTube's going to like it, but I know most of you at home are pretty adult, you don't really mind, but I'm going to blur them out so YouTube doesn't get angry at me. But basically, this is your little, almost like a man cave. I mean, you've got a little tool shop behind me, but here is where you can hang out all day. You've got your fans going up here.
Yeah.
And then you can have a few beers, have friends over, entertain.
Exactly.
So this is, so you won't sit inside watching TV. You'll be out here on your phone or chatting with people.
This is where I watch you.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Just here, because it's so much more comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go out all the time.
Yeah.
Many of our friends come over here and just hang out the back. We get food in.
I think one of the fans are an unappreciated part of life these days. People just go straight to AC. But what do you say about having an outdoor area here in Bali with fans blasting?
It's the only way to go.
Yeah.
You can't sit inside all the time under AC.
Yeah.
One, it's not good for you.
Yeah.
And two, it runs your electricity up. ACs run your electricity.
Yeah.
You know? And these fans, you get them off Tokopedia.
Yeah.
They're cheap as chips.
Yeah, $20 or something like that.
Less.
All right.
Less.
How about this pool area? Tell us about what the story is here.
Well, the story with this, the house didn't actually come with a pool.
That's a nice pool, isn't it? That's
But
beautiful.
at the time, it was pre-COVID, and we negotiated with the landlord. And that's one thing you do here, you negotiate before you move in.
Yeah.
And we said we would rent this place if it had a pool for the price you want for it.
Yeah.
But then he said, well, that's my price. And I said, well, I don't want to rent it. And he goes, oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
What size pool do you want?
Right.
So he put the pool in, and we agreed then to pay the price he was asking.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. And so this looks like a more local style house, which is pretty typical actually over the west side, isn't it? There are more of these than villas, although there are more villas going in, aren't there?
There is, but this is a local style house.
Yeah.
They're generally a bit cheaper than a brand new villa.
Oh, yeah.
So
half the price.
And it feels more homely, I think.
Yeah.
You know, it's a house. It's not a villa.
It's the real deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we have a bit of a poke around?
Come and have a look. But just beware, this pile of tiles over here came off the lounge room floor while we were in there. Yeah. Just boom.
Yeah, I've had that happen before. So these tiles that you see down here, these are pretty typical in an Indonesian house. They're as cheap as chips. You don't cost much at all. But the problem is they're not always laid to the standards that we might expect, and maybe the tile glue. What's the word for glue?
Yeah, the glue, but
the tile glue might not be the same as what you'd expect in Australia, for example. They might not use the rubberized one or expansion joints and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, and not only that, this house is old.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is 30, 40 years, maybe longer.
Yeah.
So back then, they may not have even had the availability of the glue here.
Yeah, it makes sense. So what happened?
It just exploded.
Nice little kitchen here.
Yeah.
Nice oven, eh?
This is a typical
Does that
old
draw a
school.
lot of electricity, that?
That's gas.
Oh, gas.
Electric start, but gas.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Typical wet and dry kitchen.
Yep. Gotcha. Nice.
But this is the lounge.
Very functional.
Lounge, dining, living room. This is the floor.
All right.
It just exploded.
Nice lounge room there. That's nice, isn't it? You got a little dog down here. Hello.
Yeah. Molly.
Hello. So look at the floor down here. So what's happened here? So Scott explained to me earlier. What happens is that the pressure mounts so great when you have these tiles. Maybe you get a bit of moisture in the concrete block, or perhaps there's no expansion joints or something to do with the glue. and they just fail all at once, and it's like an explosion. So it happened to me at my house in Bundall.
Right.
And I actually thought that time that my house was collapsing.
That's what we thought here
I thought
too.
the roof was coming in.
Correct.
It was the loudest thing you could imagine. It's literally an explosion. And usually what happens, they pop up like that all the way along it. Yeah. So, but that's not a big deal to get that
No.
done. So the thing is, here in Indonesia, you have a thing called a tukang. It's just like a handyman who'll come and do it for you. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So this is a 4-bedroom house.
Wow.
1 main bedroom.
Yeah.
Downstairs here, 1 bedroom office to the
So
side
you've got
here.
an office there.
Yep.
You've got your bedroom there.
Our bedroom there.
Yeah. That's the big one as well, isn't it?
It's huge.
Yeah.
And then there's 2
You've got a
upstairs.
little dining area. They've got upstairs. How about we just have a bit of a poke upstairs? Yeah, this is nice, isn't it? I really like it. See, the thing is, these days, we're often wanting these villa-style things because we see that on social media and stuff. And while they are nice, I don't know, they sometimes lack a bit of character and sometimes not practical either. Because maybe they don't have the right facilities or what have you.
So that's our son's room there.
Oh, yeah?
He's currently asleep, I think.
Staff only.
Yeah. This is our other spare bedroom.
Really nice for a spare bedroom.
It's not that big, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
enough.
for visitors.
Little ensuite there, Indonesian-style ensuite bathroom. Has that got hot water in it?
Hot water, yes. But we had to put the hot water services in.
Do you have hot water services per bathroom?
Per bathroom.
Yeah. So you don't have piped hot water throughout the place?
Oh, it is piped, but just
Not from
it's an instamatic.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But it's not in each...
No, it's in each bathroom.
Yeah. So that's the same as my place. So what happens often in Indonesia, and it's not always the case, but usually, rather than having hot water pipes throughout the whole house, you'll have hot water on a per bathroom basis.
Correct.
And one for the kitchen.
Yes. Oh no, the kitchen we don't. No hot water.
Yeah, there you go.
My wife prefers cold water.
Yeah, there you go. So even then, no hot water. If they want hot water in the kitchen, they'll probably have to boil it up.
Boil it.
Yeah.
But typical here is a ceiling fan is going to save you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I think generally you feel comfortable.
Yeah. It's not too warm here at the moment. If you had that fan going, that'd be beautiful in here.
No, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, this is what we chose because obviously my wife's Indonesian.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to live in what feels like a hotel.
Yeah. So how long did you spend in Jakarta, did you say?
8 years.
8 years Jakarta. How long have you been in Bali?
10.
10. So 18 years in Indonesia.
Yeah.
How's your Indonesian skill?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
But I'm not
understand?
perfect. I can understand.
Yeah.
I can have a conversation.
Did you ever have lessons?
No.
Because I know you know a lot of words, which is interesting for a person that's never had lessons. That's pretty good.
That's mainly due to work.
Oh.
Right. So I was forced into speaking it.
Yep.
Because in the factories,
Yep.
not everybody spoke English.
Yeah.
So when you're in the office, yes, a lot of people spoke English, but when you're on the factory floor, in the workshops, they don't speak so much English. So you have to learn pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's go back downstairs.
Okay, let's come down and have a beer.
All right. I love a beer.
Yeah.
Love a beer. So this is if I come to Scott's house, this is a sort of view that I have from his little seat down here. Yeah, I'm usually sitting here. Scott's usually behind the bar. He's the barman.
Hostess with the mostess.
Yeah, the hostess. And he's always got cold bintang in the fridge, I should say.
Yeah.
How do you go about getting your supply of beer? Do you go to the shops or what do you do?
No. Once you've lived here long enough, you find out where the groceries or the wholesalers are.
Yeah.
And it's open to the public. You can just go directly to them, and once you've got their phone number, we don't go out to buy it. We make a phone call and they'll bring a carton or...
How often would you get a delivery? Every day?
No, not every day.
Every few days?
Yes.
Yeah. So they'll bring stock.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, I just noticed this thing here. This is a pretty cool shelf with a little pressure gauge on there and everything like that. What's the story behind that?
It's just something I wanted for the feel of the bar.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be industrial, different. And you see this in a lot of modern cafes and that now.
Yeah. How much did that cost you?
It was around 400,000. So
That's cheap.
we've then got delivery. So let's say 480 delivered from Jakarta.
Yeah.
And they've got a full range.
Yeah.
It's on Tokopedia.
Yeah.
That's where I got it.
Yeah. And so it's not a custom job. They've got pre-made ones.
Pre-made.
Yeah.
And you can order custom.
Yeah. And I noticed you've got this big Jägermeister machine. What's the story here? And all these Jägermeister bottles. You've got a tree made out of Jägermeister bottles. So you love your Jägermeister. What's the story?
Well, we first seen one of these machines over in the Gillies.
Yeah.
And, so you plug it in, it freezes your Jaeger to minus 18.
Yeah.
And again, Tokopedia.
Yeah. So what's the rule? Everyone that comes over here has to have a shot of Jägermeister before they leave.
Yes, exactly. I didn't drink all these by myself.
That is pretty cool. That's an art installation right there here in Sanur. So Scott's a really big motorcycle fan. Loves his Harleys. I mean, you're not really a rev head, but
No.
you love your bikes, don't you?
Yeah, it's a hobby. You've got to have a hobby while you're here.
That's a good point.
Permissi, Mafia.
Yeah, permissi, yeah. These are the tukang. They're the guys fixing the roof up here. Scott's got a little roof leak. You get that all the time here in Indonesia with roof leaks and that sort of stuff. It's just constant. It's not something to... Like, you got to lower your expectations a little bit. Right, you've got a lot of bikes out here.
Yeah, there is a lot.
That's your bike over there, isn't it?
That's the PCX.
So you get around on that as your daily rider.
Correct.
PCX. Doesn't even look
PCX.
like a PCX.
No, it's fully modified as well.
Fully modified.
Bored up. It's not a
Bored up.
160, it's 175 now.
It's got a 175 custom PCX. What's that little gauge on there? Is that a rev?
That's the tacho.
It's a tacho.
Yeah.
There's a little tachometer on there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
But my pride and joy is this
What's
one.
with the shad on the back though?
That's so you can go touring. But that's custom as well now. It's full gloss.
Yeah.
But the pride and joy is this one.
So hang on, just before we get into the bike, which looks great, what about the car? So you have a car as well. How often
Correct.
do you use that?
A lot during the wet season and to
okay.
go to work and back.
Yeah.
To go to the airport.
Yeah.
And to get friends up when they come over,
So you
friends
don't
and
have many
family.
Ks on it?
No. But we brought that brand new.
Yeah, okay.
Locally.
Here in Bali, yeah.
Here in Sanur.
Yeah.
Toyota on the bypass.
Now this is a Harley, right? Is that
Correct,
right?
yeah.
What makes it a Harley?
The engine.
The engine. So it's a Harley engine,
Harley-Davidson, yeah.
and the rest of it's custom.
The full custom, so it wouldn't look like this from the showroom.
Wow, look at these pipes. Oh, that is just mad, isn't it? That is a good-looking bike, isn't it? Wow.
That was painted locally here. That's done by a local guy who's very famous for his custom work.
So basically, if people want to, if they've got a hobby where they want to pour money into a bike like this, they too can have one like this by seeing that guy. Is that basically it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What? Oh, I was about to say, what does that mean? But I understand that.
It's this whole bike is custom. The seat custom. I brought that in Germany.
So when they're customising all the bars and stuff, they have to.
They can either make them or you can buy a lot of parts off the shelf
All right,
throughout
so
the
there are-
US.
So there are some off the shelf,
Yeah.
and some of them are actually
handmade,
engineered and all
Yes.
that. Wow, a little oil gauge there. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful looking bike. I love the look of that. Jeez. Does it go all right as well?
It does.
Yeah.
Fully rebuilt the engine,
Yeah.
the gearbox, the crankshaft, all new bearings,
Wow.
ignition, high volume oil pumps, everything that you can imagine if you're a bike lover.
Yeah.
That's what we've done.
Wow. So is that your dream bike, basically?
Correct.
And if you were still in Australia, could you have had one of these, do you think, or not?
I did have Harleys in Australia,
Yeah.
but not to the full customisation to this extent,
Yeah.
because the labour costs here are a lot cheaper. That's what makes it more affordable to be able to do it.
What's this down here?
That's a dog on the street that didn't like the noise.
Oh my God.
And he came out and bit it. So, you beware of the dogs in the street sometimes too, even if you're not walking.
Yeah. That is a great bike. I love the look of that bike. I actually, I like to rib Scott about this because it's always a work in progress. Sometimes it doesn't go. So I like to have a bit of a joke with you about.
Yeah, I know, but it does run.
It does run sometimes.
Sometimes.
So who do you go to get? So you're getting help customising this. Is that
Correct. Like I said before, the big feature on this is the custom paintwork, which is all hand laid, real silver leaf, and then twisted.
It's hard to
hand
see on
pinstriped.
camera, like the way that it's shimmers is quite nice. Yeah.
Well, it's done by Kuduk Garage
Caduc Garage, yeah?
Yeah.
And what's their story?
He builds custom bikes.
Yep.
He's also got a clothing line, Nuskling Tigger Plus.
Yep.
And he also runs Custom War,
Right.
the major bike event.
Yeah. So Custom War, if you don't know, is every 2 years is a thing up in Padangalak at the moment. I think that's where it hasn't. Has it always been there?
The last 2 or 3 have, I'm sure, but I'm not sure before that. Right. I hadn't been to the ones
and they're
before that.
Every second year, is that right?
Second to third year.
Oh,
he does it because he's not only involved with the bikes, he does all the major statues around Bali now.
Right.
He built all the new stuff down in Banoa.
Yeah.
Handcrafted. He's an artist.
So he's an artist that loves motorbikes. He's got his... I mean, that's typical artist stuff, isn't it? Hands in all the different areas because he's just creative. So anyway, that Custom War thing, if you're a motorbike fan, every couple of years, 2 or 3 years, there is an event where people from all around Indonesia bring their bikes to a bike show, and then surrounding that, there are all sorts of different competitions,
events. They have beach racing,
bands playing.
This year they were sponsored by Jägermeister. They're pretty major, and they have a lot of international guests coming now too.
I think
from Japan, America.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I mean, if you're a motorbike fan, I know some of you are definitely sort of motorbike and car fans. That's something to look out for. It's hard actually to find information on the internet, I find, until you might just get the information sort of last minute, then you'll have to book a ticket to come over here. But I mean, it's just incredible. And you'll see like bikes like this on show there, hundreds of them from all over Indonesia, Java, Japan.
Yeah, they had international metal workers there this year.
Wow. I saw a bunch of like old Vespas and stuff that people have done.
It's not just Harleys. Yeah. This is a motorcycle culture.
Yeah.
So it's for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just Harley-Davidsons. There was trail bikes. There was old vintage British bikes. Yeah. There was everything. It was really good.
And that was in the, the old theme park that I've been talking about on previous videos. It's sort of in that old theme park where they clean it up a little bit and then they occupy some of those old haunted buildings and put on shows in there. It's amazing. I was just asking Scott, why on earth is he renting here after living here in Indonesia for 18 years? And he said, well, actually, he owns a bit of land as well where he plans to build his forever home. So he's taking me for a bit of a spin about 3 k's away to a little plot of land that he's bought that I'm really curious about. See what he's got cooking up here in Sanur. Right, so we've arrived at Scott's little block of land over here. So we're still in Sanur, the west side of the bypass. We're more north, like sort of west of the McDonald's somewhere around there, aren't we? All right.
So this is 300 square metres.
All of yours?
Yes. So from this concrete foundation through to the back of that wall in a square.
That's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's three ara.
Wow. So an ara is 100 square metres, and it comes from, like we even have that in English. We have hectare, which is hect, ara, and it's the same sort of, that ara thing is the same, I don't know, it comes from Latin or something like that. So 100 square metres, you've got 3 of them, and what are your plans for this place then?
Well, we're going to build a 2-storey, 4-bedroom.
Wow.
Plus in the front here will be the garage.
Yep.
And workshop.
Yep.
That'll also have a rooftop entertaining on top of the garage.
Yeah.
Pool in the middle going across.
Right, you're not going to have a long ways one or anything like that?
No, not to get it in how we want it and to maximise our space.
Yep.
Because it's 13 metres wide by 23 metres long.
So have you done anything to this land?
We put this wall in that we're standing on, the foundation wall. Yep. And started the backfill.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
So before you bought it, what was here? Was it a rice field?
No, it was farming, but it was what they call dry farming.
Okay, and
so
what
it was
does that,
cattle and
what does that mean in terms of being able to build on it? Does it make a difference?
It makes a big difference because you're not taking it from a wetland. It's already dry. If you buy rice paddy, it has to sit for so many years.
Yep. Dried out,
and then you can start.
Let it settle, subside. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good, isn't it? Well, that's awesome. And then, do you see this like sort of happening over the next couple of years, or?
Yeah, correct. It'll be over the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in the design phase at the moment, but we're still saving a bit of money to have it all there. So once we start, we don't have to wait for money to come in to finish it. We want it to be turnkey.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Well, that's going to be great around here, isn't it?
It is.
Wow. Nice little piece of parish. There's some sort of are they foreigner houses over there as
Correct. I think they're villa complex at the side here and at the back behind us.
What do you get up to then? So you have 5 weeks off. Do you do, you've probably got heaps of admin stuff to do with the block of land plans and all that sort of stuff. Is that what you're sort of getting up to?
That's what we're getting up to off on our time off now, which fortunately for me, I'm married to an Indonesian. So she can read and comprehend the complex, more legality side of it.
Yeah, and then you'll get together. All right. And so do you go on trips as well, around the place? So sometimes you've got your 5 weeks off and you go on a trip somewhere.
We go on a trip. We'll go over to Lombok. We'll go back to Central Java. And that, where my wife originally comes from. We just took a trip back to Australia for Christmas to see the kids and the grandkids as well. So, but we try to at least get one trip in around Bali somewhere on the motorbike. We love getting on the scooter and taking a 1 or 2 night stay somewhere.
And other than that, you meet up with friends down the
Meet up with friends down the beach and bars, restaurants, watch a movie. Anything like that. A normal life that just happens to be in Bali.
Mate, that is an inspiring story.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for telling us your story today here on Sanur Diaries. It's really probably helped a few people crystallise in their own minds what they might be able to get up to, especially at that stage of life that you're at now, where you're thinking about, what am I going to do for the next chapter of my life?
This is for our retirement. This is where we'll be.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Catch you, mate.
See ya.